What's good, YouTube? It's the Course of Earth and Prophecy. And, you know what, man? It's crazy how people think they know what they're talking about or try to understand what they're trying to talk about, but have no resources on what they're talking about. Like, for instance, okay, so this video is about Dave Gettleman. For the people who don't know who Dave Gettleman is, he's a GM of the New York Giants. He was the GM of the Carolina Panthers. They relieved him of his duties because he didn't live up to his end of the bargain. He didn't live up to high expectations. You know what I'm saying? He cut a lot of great players over there. You know what I'm saying? And then obviously he got cut in training camp. You know what I'm saying? So fast forward, he went to New York after the Giants had a 13-3 season, or 3-13 season. My bad. The Giants had a 3-13 season. You know what I'm saying? He got rid of Odell. He got rid of JPP. He got rid of Snacks Harrison. He got rid of DRC. He got rid of Janoris Jenkins. He got rid of Livier. So you see the damage that he has done already. Now, if he would have kept that core intact, we don't know what this team would have looked like. To be honest with you, if he would have kept JPP, and JPP was our last line of defense, to be honest with you. When he broke his hand for that fireworks incident, he was still productive against that game against the Buccaneers. Even though he had his hand wrapped in that big old bandage case, he was still productive. Now we don't have anybody. Okay, so y'all want to put all y'all faith and chips in Leonard Williams. Leonard Williams is not a pass rusher. He's a run stopper. That's what he was with the Jets. Okay, I think he went to the Trojans, but he's a pass rusher. I mean, he's a run stopper. Maybe we do get a pass rusher in the draft. You know, like the Giants have 6 picks. Six. Usually teams when they enter the draft, they have 7. Obviously, that's the total of picks that they usually have. Some have 9, some have 10, some have 11, some have 12. It depends on what you get back. Dave Gettleman has made horrendous moves over and over and over. I mean, y'all could blame Jerry Reese for Eli Manning woes, but at least he had some productive years. You know, like when they won those 2 Super Bowls, they addressed the offensive line. The offensive line was still intact. I think the only person that wasn't there was Sean O'Hara, because Sean O'Hara, I believe, retired, and then obviously they grabbed Brandon. They grabbed David Bass from the 49ers, and then he wasn't really bad neither. He wasn't too bad. He wasn't Sean O'Hara, but he wasn't bad. Like, he was pretty decent, you know. And after that, I mean, the offensive line just got worse. And I tell people this all the time. The foundation of the NFL, the foundation of your team starts up front. If you cannot protect your quarterback, if you can't open holes for the running back, your team is going to be a sitting duck for the next 10 to 5 years. You know what I'm saying? Like you could plug anybody in. Did we lose any beat when we traded Odell? No. When Amar Bradshaw and Brandon Jacobs decided to test free agency, did we lose a step? No. When we lost Brandon Jacobs and we only had a rookie, David Wilson, and Amar Bradshaw, did we lose any step? No. But if you can't protect the offensive line, if you can't protect the offensive line, that's a problem. If you can't have resources on the offensive line, that's a problem. Look how look how many times Eli Manning got sacked. Like Eli Manning was the most sacked quarterback behind Philip Rivers, or I believe it was Andrew Luck, because every single snap, oh, he had to go down because the offensive lineman, either somebody was playing the wrong position, or somebody couldn't really necessarily, handle their position. Kind of like how they drafted Eric Flowers in 2015. He was a total bust in people's eyes, and he was. Now he's with the Washington team. So, I mean, Justin Pugh didn't pan out. So when you bail, like when you trying to add sources on the offensive line, you have to do it year after year. You can't just do it 2 years and then the third year you pick some wide receiver that everybody's all choked up on, you know? And that's what they're doing right now. Instead of just doing it the smart way, I'm pretty sure a lot of people have the Giants picking the offensive lineman. Like you could pick the best offensive lineman, when your pick comes, but obviously the Giants are not going to go that route. The Giants are going to go with a wide receiver because obviously that's what, that's what's going to put a lot of butts in seats. You know what I'm saying? Like nobody thinks offensive lineman is flashy, you know? Like nobody thinks that blocking from somebody helps them jobs 10 times better. And I believe that through our heart, you know? I believe when you put a resource, when you put so much resource into stuff, it blossoms like a flower. But if you don't, it's gonna just die. You know what I'm saying? So I believe Dave Gettleman is gonna be fired because he doesn't know what he's doing. He's a bad GM and he should never been hired. Now I know a lot of people are gonna come to his defense. Oh, give him time. It's only his. This is look. It's either you're helping or you're hurting. It's either you winning or you losing. In football, there's not. It's never between. You know what I'm saying? Just like math, it's either you right or you wrong. There's no in between. You know. So I just feel like Dave Gettleman, what he did in Carolina, he's doing the exact same thing in New York. But the difference is the owner's too stupid or the owner's too hard headed not to see what he's doing. You know what I'm saying? Because if the Giants go 8-8 or 7-9, then Dave Gettleman is probably gonna be out. They're gonna be calling for Dave Gettleman's head by week 8. If the Giants are 1-6 by week what 7, 6, they're gonna be calling for his head. You know, that's just the way I see it. Because there is no way you should be that bad. You took over. You took over. You took over for Jerry Reese, and Jerry Reese didn't do a terrible job. He just wasn't consistent. You know, like there was many times where I thought that Jerry Reese did a good job of drafting, but then again, a lot of his draft picks didn't pan out. David Wilson didn't pan out. Ruben Randall didn't pan out. You know what I'm saying? So it goes to show that when you have a poor run organization, it shows. You know? And Dave Gettleman, obviously, I know he's been battling cancer. I'm not going to put that against him. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes you just need a fresh, young face, you know? And I'm not putting this on Joe Judge too because obviously he's a special team head coach. And I don't think a special teams head coach should get a head coaching job. You know? That's like you putting a fry cook in the cashier. The fry cook don't know money, so why would you put why would you put a fry cook in the cashier? Like you putting positions where it doesn't need to be filled. And I feel like the same way to for for the Giants. Now if the Giants would have went, you know, the college route and just draft a college player or a college head coach, I would have been fine. Or probably promote, one of these or probably promote a head coach. But like a special team head coach have no business being a head coach. I mean, I understand he was under the Bill Belichick tree and the Nick Saban, but those guys are those guys. Those guys are themselves. Like he can't take what he's learned. I mean, he can take what he's learned and add it to his repertoire, but at the end of the day, he's gonna have to answer he's gonna have to answer to 52 men. He's gonna have to make the hard decisions to cut him, not to cut him. You know what I'm saying? Like they just throwing around these 1 year deals, which obviously you don't want to massively overspend. You know what I'm saying? So I understand what they're doing, but again, you giving a boatload of money to who? Williams. He's a run stopper. He's not an edge rusher. He's not a somebody that's going to stop, like he's not a person that's gonna get after the quarterback like everybody thinks he is. He's a run stopper, you know? And I don't know if you think this quarterback I don't know if you think this NFL draft class is defensive end heavy, you know? Like usually you're gonna get like a few offensive linemen, probably like five quarterbacks probably gonna go off the board. No, like I'm not saying that you can't find value in the NFL draft, but at the same time it's like it's head scratching because you want to see your team do good, you know. Like the Giants had what, four losing seasons, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, six losing seasons. Six losing seasons. After they won the Super Bowl in 2011, they were not good in 2013, 2014, 15. Around 2016, 17, they were slightly good because of their defense. And after that, they just been up and down, you know? Y'all can bash the damn Cowboys all y'all want to, but at least the Cowboys is consistent. At least the Cowboys have structure. At least Dak has weapons. What the hell Daniel Jones have to work with? A damn running back that they can just load the box? And y'all banking on Galladay like he's some rookie? Like that dude, like, trust me, I used to watch a lot of Lions fans before I was a fan of the Giants, you know? That dude, I mean, I don't know, man. To me, I think Galladay is one of those receivers that just comes and goes. You know, like he's not consistent in his craft. Like he's not the precise route runner. He doesn't run the best routes. You know, he don't have good separation. So and then he has injury past. Like he can't stay healthy. You know, like his tender with the Lions. I think he missed like over 11 games. Calf string injury, fibia injury. You know what I'm saying? Like you name it, he's been injury prone. He can't stay healthy. And then again, you banking on another rookie receiver in the draft that tore his leg in the final game of the season. Like you don't know if that's gonna come into a factor, you know. So I just think that the Giants, are like in a complete mess right now. Now again, I go back to the I did the Giants not preseason, regular season. I have them going 9-7. I do have them going 9-7. 9-7 because they have not had a successful year. They have not won a lot of games since Dave Gettleman has taken over. You know, I think Dave Gettleman is like 8-21 or something like that. Like he has not done a good job since he's taken over, and that's showing right now. So I believe next year, well, not next year, but I believe this year he's on the hot seat. I really do think so. I think his job is on the line this year. Like they could go 9-7 and miss the playoffs, and he's still gonna get fired. But that's just my take on the Giants right now. Like, comment, subscribe. I will put the video in the description box down below. Shout out to the Entertainer Sports. I think I think he's a Giants fan, and that's just my take on Dave Gettleman. You know, so yeah, so like, comment, subscribe, and until next time, take care of yourself and each other.